Turning 70 is more than just reaching a milestone. It's stepping into an era of clarity and freedom. Suddenly, the things that once seemed so important, like others' opinions or chasing material success, lose their grip. You begin to see that true happiness lies in simpler, more meaningful experiences and relationships. This chapter of life is about letting go of what no longer serves you, freeing yourself to live with peace, joy, and authenticity. Ready to discover what really doesn't make sense after 70? Join us as we dive into these eye-opening insights. And before we start, share the city you're tuning in from in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. On letting go of the opinions of others. As we navigate life past 70, one of the most profound realizations is the freedom that comes from releasing the need for external approval. For decades, many of us have shaped our decisions and lifestyles around the expectations of family, friends, and society. We wore certain clothes, chose specific careers, and lived in ways that we hoped would garner respect or admiration. But with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes clarity. The opinions of others, once so influential, start to feel irrelevant. Take, for example, Margaret, who spent most of her adult life as a diligent professional, meticulously maintaining appearances to meet her community's standards. Yet after retiring, she found joy in painting, an activity that once felt indulgent. By prioritizing her passion over the judgments of others, Margaret discovered a newfound sense of fulfillment. Her story isn't unique. Countless individuals find that life truly begins when they stop looking outward for validation and start aligning their actions with what brings them happiness. This shift isn't about dismissing relationships or isolating oneself. Rather, it's about redefining self-worth on your own terms. The liberation comes when you realize that your value isn't determined by external praise, but by living authentically and honoring your inner voice. Imagine the relief of making choices based on what feels right for you, whether it's how you dress, where you live, or how you spend your time, without the burden of others' opinions. This stage of life is the perfect time to embrace that empowerment, moving beyond what society expects and focusing on what genuinely fulfills you. As we move away from the weight of external validation, it becomes clear that material symbols of success also lose their importance. The desire to own and accumulate fades, replaced by a deeper craving for connection and purpose. Next, we'll explore how letting go of material possessions can further enrich your life. 2. Shifting from material possessions to experiences. As we grow older, the allure of material possessions diminishes, replaced by the recognition that true contentment comes from experiences and meaningful connections. What may have once symbolized success, whether it's a collection of fine furniture, closets full of clothes, or cherished antiques, can start to feel like clutter that weighs us down, both physically and mentally. Decluttering isn't just an act of tidying up. It's an emotional and mental reset that creates space for peace and joy. A thoughtful approach to decluttering can make the process rewarding. Begin by identifying items that truly add value to your daily life and those that don't. If something hasn't been used or appreciated in years, consider its worth. Passing on cherished belongings to loved ones can be an act of sharing memories and stories, enriching their lives while giving those items new purpose. Donating items to charities can also bring a sense of satisfaction, knowing that your possessions can support and uplift someone else. Embracing a life less anchored by material goods allows for a lighter existence, one that prioritizes moments over objects. A simpler space leads to a clearer mind, fostering emotional well-being and reducing the stress that comes from managing and maintaining belongings. Imagine walking into a room where each item has a purpose or a memory that uplifts you. rather than confronting stacks of things accumulated over decades. Decluttering is not just about getting rid of things, it's about making room for what truly matters. When the burden of excess is lifted, you have the freedom to invest your time in pursuits that bring joy and fulfillment, whether it's traveling, exploring a new hobby, or simply savoring time with loved ones. This shift from possession to experience lays the foundation for deeper contentment. Next, we'll see how prioritizing meaningful social interactions over obligatory ones can enhance this newfound sense of freedom. 3. Saying no to social obligations that don't spark joy. By the time we reach 70, the preciousness of time becomes clear, and the realization that it's too valuable to waste on obligations that don't uplift us sets in. Many of us spent earlier years accepting invitations and maintaining connections out of a sense of duty, politeness, or fear of judgment. But one of the most liberating lessons in later life is the power of choosing when to say no. Selective socializing can transform not only your calendar, but your overall well-being. Consider Eleanor, who once felt pressured to attend every community event to maintain relationships. It left her feeling drained and disconnected from herself. When she started choosing gatherings that truly resonated with her, like intimate book clubs or nature walks with close friends, her energy and happiness improved. Each event became an opportunity for genuine joy and deeper connection. Engaging in activities and relationships that energize rather than deplete allows you to feel more present and fulfilled. It's not about isolation, it's about quality over quantity. If an invitation doesn't spark excitement or align with your values, give yourself permission to decline without guilt. This leaves room for moments that truly nourish your spirit, whether it's quiet evenings with family, pursuing a beloved hobby, or catching up with a friend who brings laughter and warmth. Recognizing that you have the right to prioritize how you spend your time allows you to fill your days with meaningful experiences. This shift from obligatory socializing to intentional interaction reinforces a life centered around what matters most. As we continue, let's delve into how embracing natural aging and rejecting society's narrow beauty standards brings even more freedom and confidence. 4. Embracing natural aging over beauty standards. A lifetime of media messages has conditioned many to believe that youth equals beauty, leading to a cycle of resisting the natural signs of aging. But after 70, there's a powerful shift, embracing each wrinkle and gray hair as a testament to experiences, stories, and hard-won wisdom. These marks are not imperfections to hide. They are symbols of resilience, love, laughter, and lessons learned. Imagine seeing those laugh lines not as flaws, but as evidence of countless moments of joy shared with loved ones. Gray hair? It's a crown of experience, showcasing the years of growth, strength, and countless chapters lived. The idea of beauty evolves as you age, less about superficial perfection and more about the confidence, kindness, and grace that radiate from within. One inspiring example is Robert, who once invested heavily in concealing his aging. At 72, he decided to stop dyeing his hair and embraced the silver strands. The result? An overwhelming sense of relief and acceptance that unlocked his self-confidence. The shift in how he viewed himself was profound, allowing him to focus on relationships and activities that mattered without the distraction of trying to meet society's standards. Embracing natural aging invites inner peace and authenticity that touch every area of life. No longer shackled by the pressure to maintain a youthful appearance, energy is redirected towards what genuinely fulfills you. Nurturing connections, exploring passions, and appreciating life's simple joys. When self-acceptance becomes your guide, it creates a ripple effect of contentment. The confidence from honoring who you are enhances interactions and deepens experiences. Next, we'll explore how assessing old hobbies and embracing new interests can keep this spirit of renewal alive well into your later years. 5. Reassessing old hobbies and routines. As the years pass, the activities and routines that once filled our days with excitement might start to lose their luster. By 70, it's crucial to reassess how we spend our time and let go of habits that no longer bring joy. This isn't about abandoning what once mattered, but recognizing when an activity has run its course, making space for fresh interests that align with who we are today. Many seniors have found surprising fulfillment by stepping away from long-held routines and embracing new passions. Take Helen, who once devoted countless hours to her garden club, but found the work more exhausting than enjoyable as she aged. At 73, she discovered a love for creative writing, channeling her life stories into essays that resonated with her grandchildren and community. Similarly, Jim, a former avid golfer, found more joy in joining a local volunteer group where he made meaningful contributions and new friends. Exploring new hobbies or rediscovering forgotten passions can breathe new life into your daily routine and keep the spirit of curiosity alive. Whether it's painting, learning a musical instrument, community involvement, or simply spending more time with family, these new pursuits create opportunities for deeper connections and self-growth. By letting go of routines that no longer serve you, you create the room needed for experiences that enrich and rejuvenate your spirit. This change is not just about finding new hobbies, but about nurturing relationships that uplift and bring positivity into your life. Now, let's shift our focus to the importance of surrounding yourself with people who support and enhance your well-being. 6. Tolerating toxic relationships. By the time we reach 70, it becomes evident that life is too short to spend nurturing relationships that drain or diminish us. Toxic relationships, whether with friends, family members, or acquaintances, can sap energy, cause stress, and take a toll on emotional and mental health. It's essential to prioritize connections that bring joy, respect, and support. Creating boundaries is a vital step in distancing from these negative relationships. Start by clearly identifying which relationships leave you feeling worse after interactions and which patterns persistently harm your peace of mind. Communicating your boundaries doesn't have to be confrontational. Phrases like, "I need some space" or "I can't engage in this right now" can be effective. The goal is to preserve your well-being, not justify your choices. Remember, choosing to step back from toxic people isn't selfish. It's an act of self-care. Take, for instance, Daniel, who spent years tolerating a friend who was consistently negative and unsupportive. At 75, he decided to limit contact and focus on relationships that were mutually uplifting. The result? Renewed energy and peace that came from investing time in people who valued him. Letting go of toxicity creates space for genuine and positive relationships to flourish. These connections enrich life, provide emotional sustenance, and contribute to overall well-being. Friends who uplift, conversations that inspire, and shared moments that evoke laughter and warmth are what truly matter. Recognizing this shift paves the way for a life lived with intention, surrounded by people who contribute to your happiness. Up next, let's explore how avoiding comparisons and celebrating your unique path further enhances contentment and inner peace. 7. Avoiding comparisons. With age comes a clearer understanding that comparison is the thief of joy. By 70, the realization sets in that each life is unique, shaped by distinct paths, choices, and experiences. Comparing yourself to others, whether it's a neighbor's lifestyle or a friend's achievements, becomes irrelevant and, ultimately, detracts from the satisfaction of your journey. This shift allows you to appreciate your life as it is, recognizing its unique value without measuring it against someone else's narrative. Mindfulness practices can be powerful tools in cultivating self-appreciation. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on your accomplishments, big or small, fosters gratitude and contentment. This practice shifts focus from what you haven't done compared to others to celebrating the richness of your own experiences. By letting go of comparisons, you free yourself to set personal goals that align with your current values and desires. Living life on your terms, with priorities that bring you genuine happiness, nurtures an authentic sense of fulfillment. This mindset prepares you to redefine success for yourself, leaving behind outdated ambitions and moving forward with purpose. Let's look at how releasing those old goals allows you to pursue what matters most in the next stage of life. 8. Releasing old goals and embracing present desires. By the time we reach 70, it becomes clear that life's priorities shift and evolve. Goals we set decades ago, whether rooted in career, financial status, or social achievements, may no longer reflect who we are today. Holding on to these outdated ambitions can create an unnecessary burden, diverting attention from the joys and opportunities of the present. Letting go of these old goals opens the door to a life filled with peace, alignment, and renewed purpose. Take the story of Michael, a former lawyer who dedicated most of his life to climbing the professional ladder. He once dreamed of making partner at a top firm, but at 74, he found fulfillment in volunteering at a community center, sharing his knowledge and building connections that enriched his spirit. The shift from a career-focused goal to embracing his passion for mentoring was transformative, proving that purpose can change and grow over time. Releasing old goals doesn't mean abandoning ambition. It means redefining it to match your current values. What was once important, such as professional recognition or accumulating wealth, may be replaced by simpler yet more profound desires like spending time with loved ones, learning new hobbies, or simply enjoying the tranquility of a morning walk. Aligning your pursuits with what truly matters at this stage brings joy and contentment. It's a testament to living intentionally and fully, acknowledging that the present is just as valuable as the past ambitions that once drove us. This mindset creates space for prioritizing self-care and happiness, essential components for a fulfilling life. Now, let's dive into why putting your well-being first not only enriches your life, but also positively impacts those around you. As you navigate life after 70, remember that this stage is about embracing freedom, peace, and authenticity. Letting go of old burdens, whether they are the opinions of others, outdated goals, or material possessions, allows you to live more intentionally and joyfully. Prioritizing experiences, meaningful relationships, and self-care brings a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. This is your time to cherish what matters most and live with an open heart and clear mind. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey of wisdom and reflection. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share the city you're tuning in from and tell us what brings you joy in this stage of life. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more insights, and continue living with purpose and gratitude.